your energy, make sure that people are aware that when it comes to your life and your livelihood, you do not play around with that. So people are viewing you as someone who is how can I say? You use your will in the proper way. Some may say, what is considered proper? For yourself, you move for self. You love self. You trust yourself. So therefore, when it comes to how you move according to your own compass. So you're divinely aligned. And you're very strict in a way. Not excessively, and it's not too much for you because you appreciate the lifestyle that you live. But yes, you are very serious about your life and your livelihood. So you're quick to say no. You're quicker to say no than yes. If you feel like you want to say yes, you might pause and say, wait, I need to think about that a little bit longer, just to make sure. Now, unless time is of the essence, when it's really of the essence, because a salesman is going to tell you time is of the essence. But in reality, you take your time, Don't allow anybody to quick talk you into a decision if it's not truly what you feel is right for you. Okay? And I don't feel as though you do. It's almost like, okay, well, if you're rushing me into it and I'm not ready for it, then I'm just not going to move. I'm not going to move in that direction, at least. I'm going to move in the way in which I feel is right. And this way about you has saved you from so much heartache, turmoil, and pain. And I'm getting that the reason why you're like this is because you did go through a lot of pain and turmoil and heartache. And you're done with that. You don't want to do that anymore. So you're not the type who's going to go hurt through the back door and try a situation that did not work again. That's like going back into a situation that you don't have true confidence that, like, say for instance, if you have an ex and they come back to you 2 weeks after the breakup like, oh, I changed, and then you go back to them and they did not change. That's like that type of scenario. You're not willing to just hop back into a stream of consciousness that is a downgrade from where you are now. It doesn't make sense. You don't even have the ability to allow yourself to do such a thing. And this is why people see you this way, because you are someone who, you don't play when it comes to your life and when it comes to those that you love, and when it comes to your morals and your values, because that's what gives you that sense of stability and that foundation that you need to keep going. And this is why people see you like that, because it's clear to see you don't have to speak too much either. It's in your actions. Actions definitely speak louder than words, because a person can talk all day. But when you see them move, you see how they move and how they are calculated and how they plan and how they're motivated, not by someone else, but from within, that's someone who has this resilience that is going to lead them to where they're meant to be. It's just one of those things, like, you may not be sure exactly how long it will take, but because of your resilience and your ability to stick to what you're doing until it's done, is the fruit, or let me say, it's the growth. How can I say? The fruit, the growth. It feels like it's the growth of the fruit. Let me put it like that. The progress is the growth of the fruit. Because if you don't keep going in that situation, or that in which you're going, like the direction, like your destination, it wouldn't be if one stopped, if one didn't keep going towards what they truly want. A lot of people get stuck complaining about things that don't even matter. And because you don't even do that, because you know how senseless it is, you free up more time, because those types of thoughts really take up your mind. They take up space, and they do take up time, because it's like the time you could be spending to focus on that progression and growth towards the fruit that will be harvested eventually. It's put towards a stagnant situation that's not going anywhere, and it'll have a person stuck in a karmic cycle of thought, and that doesn't serve any purpose. So it's like being someone who just worries all the time and complains but does nothing. That's just stress. That's not going to improve anything for anyone. So because you are not that way, and because you choose to put your energy in a space where you know it will multiply, this is why people look at you the way they do, and they know that you don't play about your life. You don't play about your livelihood, and you don't play about the love that you have for yourself, as well as the love that you have for others. And this right here makes people just respect you and love you even more because of your dedication to yourself.